Welcome to On the Fence, the show that's about helping you decide whether or not to spend your hard-earned money on the biggest and possibly best releases. I was going to say in mini form. This is not bite-size.
This is not bite-size.
This is the fullest fence you'll ever fucking see in your life.
Like a wall.
I have Hendrix blasting my eardrums right here.
Yes, you do.
All along the watchtower, more like my eardrums are all along this wall. Am I right?
Mafia 3 is out.
It is.
However,
What?
before we get into it, past Nick and Hans
Has something to say.
have something to show you, and it is the opening of Mafia 3. I think it's a very good opening, sets up the tone very well, sets up the presentation, the plot presentation device, and we're going to cut to that right.
No, wait. We will then come back into video game play.
Yes. We will come back in. We'll be back in with gameplay. We'll cut to the opening. Right! Now!
Oh, shit.
Yes!
What a cut.
So, this is the opening of Mafia 3. I feel like it is good to represent this because I think it captures the tone very well of the game and it sets up the presentation style.
Like the racist beliefs.
Yes. I also think this is actually very good.
And language.
This is a very nice disclaimer of saying, yo, we don't support racism, but in order to accurately capture the time, it's kind of necessary in this.
Like Luke Cage's Netflix.
Yes.
So I'm assuming they do drop a lot of N-bombs.
Yes.
Wow, this is your sort of game. I have heard the soundtrack is amazing.
It is. There's 100 licensed songs from this time period, and they're all fucking awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of Rolling Stones, a lot of Credence.
I don't know what Credence is.
Creedence Clearwater.
Right.
Fortunate Son.
Nope, never not. Ah.
So this is setting up the idea that this is filmed as if the game's presented as if it was a documentary filmed nowadays about Lincoln Clay's 1968 war against the Mafia in New Bordeaux.
Which is not New Orleans.
Which is totally not New Orleans.
I don't get this, right? So they're like, okay, this is a disclaimer that this is not necessarily what this place was like. Why not just use New Orleans?
I think it's so they just could take some liberties with the design of the city, I'd say.
Okay, that's fair enough. I do like the fact that it gets set up like a documentary.
Yeah.
Like,
and they do nail that very well in the actual gameplay as well. They do a very good job of cutting from an actual cutscene to this type of interview thing or an interview with one of his associates at the time. And again, here you'll see it does this style very well. Like it cuts to this pastor character, basically setting up, oh, here's who Lincoln Clay is as a character, very much like a documentary would.
It's something that you obviously see a lot of in video games and stuff like or sorry, a lot of in TV shows and films. Yeah. Not so much in
I also forgot to turn subtitles on for this part, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm just noting the racist priest, it's a bit different. But it very, very rarely is it done in video games.
His cigarette also produces a lot of smoke.
Vaping, brah. Why is a priest smoking? I know.
So that is a priest in New Bordeaux, who is kind of like, he becomes your surrogate father figure after, I'll set up this, when we're actually in the game itself proper after this, I'll set up the actual, like, the background to what happens. That was John Donovan, one of your army associates, who begins the work with you.
That's your boy. That's also your boy.
After the city closed the orphanage, he fell in with Sammy Robinson.
This is kind of setting up this sets up Lincoln Clay's journey up to more or less where he was at the start of the game, where he joined the army, he came back home.
So from a narrative standpoint, how does he originally, because I know this is a revenge story.
Yeah.
How does he get caught up with the... Oh? Never mind. How does he get caught up with the Mafia to begin with for them to cross him?
So he comes back from war, and the whole story begins with you're doing this bank job for the actual Mafia, because your subsection of the Mafia is the black mob. There's
racist.
There's different mobs, like the Irish mob and all, set up, and then everyone reports to the Mafia, though, with the Dawn.
Huh. And
you're doing this bank job, and before... It cuts back and forth in time a bit, because you start off at the bank job, and then it cuts back.
It's a damn shame what happened.
This is the start.
Yeah, this is going to be the end of this. So I'll continue this story when we're back in. We are back!
Welcome back to Bash Bros.
Present Nick and Hans. Coming straight into your eardrums.
Technically now you saying present Nick and Hans is now past Nick and Hans.
Maybe.
Wop, 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 wop,
So yes, as I was saying, this is Lincoln Clay.
Yes, it is.
As you can see, dog tags, army jacket, war vet.
Yeah.
He comes back from the war.
Does he go begging for money at some point?
He comes back from the war and decides he gets caught up with the black mob because his surrogate father kind of runs the black mob, so he's decided, alright, you need some help, I'll help him.
Yeah.
And then decides that in the process of that, the Don talks to you and discusses his plan for robbing the bank, and basically says he wants you to take over the black mob effective immediately. Lincoln, out of respect for his father, turns him down, or his surrogate father turns him down. That pisses off the Don,
Yeah.
who then betrays you and murders the entire black mob.
I believe the correct turn is to whack.
Yes. He burns down the bar the mob has run out of and murders everyone. You thought he murdered you, but the bullet deflects off your skull. As you can see...
Oh, wait, no, hold the fuck on. No.
I'll see if I can get a better shot.
No.
It actually kind of makes sense. He basically shoots you there. You see the way there's like a line across his head?
Yeah.
That's where it would have went through the skull, but it deflects and just skims along the side of his skull and comes out there. So it doesn't pierce the skull, which is why he's alive.
Why did it deflect off his skull?
Which is why he actually points out saying you should never shoot someone in the forehead because the skull is one of the hardest bones in the body.
That's bullshit.
That's why you shoot at the eye.
Fucking bullshit.
No.
I call it shenanigans. The number of times I see someone get their head blown off, that's not as bad
In
as
a
it makes me sound, but...
So, this then leads to Lincoln becoming basically...
A revenge story, yeah.
a revenge story. So Lincoln is out to build up basically his own mafia.
His own black mob.
His own... Well, he's not really building up black, he's just building up a mafia to... Or basically a group to take down the mafia so
He's building up an anti-mafia mafia.
So, the whole conceit of the story is you are building up these assets. Mm-hmm. So, you start with Delray Hollow, which is where the black mob was run out of, and you team up with Cassandra, who's the head of the Haitian mob. Mm-hmm. And then you build these up as you go through the different districts. So, I'm now currently working through Central Downtown, which is headed up by Vito, who is the main character from Mafia 2.
Yep.
So, the basic gameplay loop, from what I can tell, seems to be you go to your area, and then as you can see, I have these two contacts. So I talk to Vito, find Vito. He gives me these two contacts, and then now it's up to me to start dealing damage to his rockets.
Okay.
Which would then draw out the person who runs this area's, basically their lieutenants. And then, eventually, once I kill both the lieutenants, this is enemy turf. Fuck it.
Awesome.
This game is brutal as fuck, by the way.
Yeah, well, you'll tend to find that a lot of ex-army things about ex-army guys are brutal as fuck.
So this is me trying to deal damage to draw out the lieutenant. Oh god!
That's cool and all. That seems very...
God. Fuck you!
You have a gun! Use the fucking
I'm out of ammo!
Gun! So because you've dealt enough damage...
Yeah, so I've now dealt enough damage to draw out the actual boss of the racket. Of the Union Trade racket in this area. So once I take down all his rackets, that'll draw out the actual mob guy.
Okay, so that's cool, but it seems very much almost along the lines of Saints Row, where, you know, it's more like, kind of seems almost like you're doing side missions, just to, the progression of this thing seems to just be more, here are some side missions to gain territory.
It is kind of like that, I would agree, but these missions, like, are literally just like, these smaller missions anyway, are very much like that, where it is kind of just roll up in a place, do something very quickly, and it's over.
Okay.
The mission I'm about to go do, and the kind of the end, like, the final mission before you take over a territory, is generally a lot more fleshed out. Like, the first one you do, you're basically sneaking your way through a abandoned amusement park, and you end by stringing up the guy. You basically hang him by one of the Ferris wheels and turn on the Ferris wheel. So he's just hanging from a Ferris wheel as like a symbol, basically saying, I'm coming to kill you, motherfuckers.
So essentially, once you kill this guy, you take over this area?
I will begin to start taking over this area. I won't fully own it yet.
Right.
So basically this is saying, alright, you've drawn him out, but now if you just accept this, it'll cancel out any other racket missions, but the only reason to do them is to just build up your own cash supplies. So Greco is the guy who runs this area.
Also something about it reeks of Shadow of Mordor as well, where you're like killing lieutenants and such things.
Bad fucking situation all around. And it's about to get worse. Tell the boys.
So hopefully this mission will be, as a lot of these are, it's actually, the stealth ideas in this are actually quite heavy. Like, the game can, I would say, can be played a lot, like, with a lot of stealth gameplay in it. Like, you do have this sneaking mode. And also, this is one of my favorite things to do. I'll just run up in this guy and BAM!
Oh! That hard hat did nothing.
It's just,
it
is brutal. Like, even just the sound of that guy hitting the ground is fucking sick. Like, thud!
Oh!
BAM!
Why is that man holding his head?
Because he knows I'm about to do this! BAM!
Oh, that was on the reels. Oh,
BAM!
that was his twin brother.
He's all like, oh god, what did I do? You know what you do? BAM!
Oh! Why? Jesus. So,
BAM!
as you're killing these pedestrians, there's a question I'd like to ask you.
BAM! Yeah.
So, Mafia and GTA hold a lot of qualities. They're similar qualities, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I love about Mafia 2 was its wanted system was actually a lot better than the likes of GTA's. Like, for example, you know, if you were caught speeding, they would get your license plate, and then if you actually got out of the car and they saw your face, then you actually had to change clothes and stuff like that. It was a lot more realistic, a lot more depth to it than, okay, should have gone out in the middle of nowhere in GTA and then you got a 5-star wanted level. What's the wanted level or wanted system like in this?
It's definitely scaled back from, say, what it was. Can I give this guy something? Oh, there was an X symbol. It's definitely scaled back from what it was. There isn't the idea of, oh, speeding will attract the cops in this, or it is very much cops are chasing you, cops aren't chasing you, but it is still, like, there is the idea of witnesses and all. So, like, if you hit someone, not everything will be a criminal offence, like as you just saw, but say I run up and actually do just straight up murder someone in the street, if I can kill the witness before he goes calls the police, it won't give me a wanted level or anything.
Okay.
So this is, as every game now has these days, your Batman view.
Predator vision.
Yeah. So, as you can see, I can kind of
What do they call it in this? Is it
Intel view.
Because these are from the army?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, as you can see, this area is a bit bigger. So there is some stealth stuff. So I can whistle here to kind of like attract him over.
I love stealth games that have a whistle.
Yeah, or some form of like knocking motion that you can like.
It is the most useful and simple thing, and why more stealth games don't do it fucking pisses me off.
He's dead.
I feel like he should have seen that.
They're very forgiving with those stealth kills.
Okay.
Like if I jumped out of cover and started beating the shit out of him, I probably would have got seen. But they kind of consider if you do it like that.
If you're actually in cover, you are in cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a better way in here? Because he doesn't look like me moving.
Well, can I shoot him in the head, or do you don't have a silence?
I don't have a silence weapon. I'll run across here. Can I climb up? No. No. Okay. There we go.
Might have seen something.
Get down here, no. So essentially, you are going to take on this.
So I'm going to try and kill this racket boss. So the way game works is you can kind of wiretap areas, so you can like start dialing in, and if you do that, you have the option to actually recruit the boss instead of like taking him out, which will then add more money to the racket. Because the idea behind it is they seem to be setting up this kind of balancing act between all your assets. So if I go to the map, you'll see that this area is shaded purple. Because I've given it to Cassandra.
Oh, Saints Row!
Yeah, look, the flowers there as well.
Oh.
So, because I've given this to Cassandra, so this is going to be technically her area. And they seem to be talking about the idea is that you can, like, gain and lose favour with all your different assets.
If you don't do that.
Yeah, so, like, I could say take over this area, but then not actually give it to Vito. I could give it to Cassandra, but that would probably piss Vito off. And then each of the assets does give you, like, these abilities. Like, with Cassandra, I can call in an arms dealer whenever I want. With Vito, I can call in this concierge, who will stash my cash, basically, because if you die, you lose half the cash on you.
Oh, okay.
So you can see I have 2 cash things down there. I have my wallet and my safe back home.
Okay.
And also hunts. Games littered with collectibles.
Uh-huh.
One of these collectibles.
Condoms.
Playboys.
Yeah. Mafia 2 actually did the exact same thing.
Tits.
Yeah.
Straight up, just tits in this game.
Oh, wait, no.
Tits,
fuck.
tits hunts.
Future Hans, you are...
Boobs.
Yeah.
And you know what? You don't want to see real boobs?
We got pictures
Painted
of
titties.
Why do they have painted titties?
Painted titties, Hans.
Ah, so much editing to be done. Yeah, Future Hans.
Also album covers.
Can you play the music on it?
No.
Fuck that.
But I'll say a lot of collectibles in this game. Maybe a bit too much.
So yeah,
Like 6 different types of collectibles with at least like 4 in each area.
Yeah, Mafia 2 had the Playboys as well. Obviously it was Playboys from its time period.
Yeah. Well, these are also.
But yeah, so Future Hans, stick Little Nick's face on, or stick on the fan art. Yeah, stick the fan art covering those biddies. Because God knows we don't want to get pinged for boobies. Well, I got a question, Nick.
Yep.
Another question from... How the fuck is
He's
that?
busy smoker.
Is he?
Oh no, he did see me.
One thing.
Sorry, he's gonna die anyway.
What about that one?
It's fine.
Oh yeah, you're in cover. This is very loose.
But I feel like because it's not a dedicated stealth game, I'd rather it be loose like this.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
And also there is an option in the menu to do lethal or non-lethal kills, but I don't think it changes anything, because I don't think, like, guards can wake up dead, like, knocked out people.
Yeah.
I think it's just, here, do you want to see these brutal-ass animations we've made, or
Suppose,
or do you
yeah.
have kids playing this game?
But then again, time you're pulling out a gun and shooting somebody.
I heard he's with that pretty little Creole girl.
Is he wearing an eye patch?
Very possible.
Fucking bitchin'! Kill that pirate!
So this racket was that they are basically extorting the union workers by, like, withholding their like permits for work.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just sneak up behind this guy and be
Was
like,
he just
"Sup, dog?"
Why did he walk? I don't even know. Why did he walk all? He has an eye patch. Yeah.
Well, since Greco ain't
Yeah.
So-
So because I hadn't wiretapped this place, I couldn't recruit him.
Yeah.
But fuck it. So
Um.
the idea behind recruiting it, I'll show you here. That'll give me a wee cutscene here. So see the way that these all have different incomes associated with them.
Yes.
So everyone has these paths. So obviously, if you can add more money to their rackets, you'll unlock these faster.
Okay.
So this will be like, oh, I have unlocked the concierge, oh, I've unlocked the hit squad now.
All right. Okay.
Now I gotta make a phone call. And see, these cutscenes are great because they're obviously not, the next scene's not scripted. It should just be a bunch of guys driving in this area. First time I did it, they all just fucking crashed into each other, and one of them died because he got ran over.
God damn it.
Physics! So that brings me on to one of the bad points of this game. On PC at least, maybe the consoles seem to be very similar but not as unstable. This game is a technical mess. See, these guys just pull up and they're all like, "Sup?" Please crash into each other. It was very funny last time. Ah, boo. So, I've had this game crash on me multiple times, and because of that, there's no manual saves in this game. So it crashed at the end of a cutscene once, or towards the end of a cutscene, and I couldn't go back and see that cutscene again. It always just put into the start of the next mission.
Right. Okay.
And I've had numerous glitches and gameplay issues as well. Like, there's no dedicated jump button, so you'll see a small wall that it just doesn't let you get
That's
up on.
taken directly from Mafia 2?
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, it does look like it.
No, it's taken out of
Yeah.
directly. I remember those.
But like, I was swimming before and I couldn't get out of the water, so because apparently that just wasn't a ledge I could grab onto, so I just had to swim around the edge for a while until I found somewhere that would let me actually get up on top of it. So yeah, this is the kind of stuff, like, this is present day essentially.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's one racket in this area, like, basically.
Right, so you have to take down all the rackets before
Yeah.
you can take it over completely.
I think so far there's always been 2 rackets per area. So this one seems to be extortion and
Contraband.
yeah. So this one was heroin and prostitution.
Nice.
Yeah, so... And then, additionally, like, oh, you see that? That's his kickback, so basically they've now accrued some money that I can go and collect.
Okay.
And then, another way you can increase, so I said before about the way that there is... The assets have their different... Like, their upgrade paths, essentially. So, she has a side mission, like, that I can go and do, like, a repeatable one. So there's different ones saying, oh, I can go get some weed for her, because she runs a reefer operation.
Oh, so then that gives you just...
So that'll just give me more money to put into that.
So does that give you more money, or does it give you more kickback?
That puts more money into her business
to
unlock her upgrades, and then that in turn will give me more kickback.
Right, okay. That is fair enough. So, I got a question actually. Open world game?
Yeah.
Is there fast travel?
No.
Really?
But, maybe, again, that could be something that comes with someone's, like, side op, like the gunsmith or the... But I also feel like this game is fun enough to actually get around in. Like, the driving is decent, it's fun enough.
Is it? Because you look like you are struggling with that.
But the thing is, there's two types of driving mode in this. There is simulation and normal, I want to say they call it. I'm on simulation currently, but I didn't really notice the difference.
I don't know, you have wheel spin like a motherfucker when you try to take
off. But it did that in the other one as well. I don't know, it just seems that, like, my bigger issue with the open world is, besides the collectibles, there is not a lot to do in it.
It's like GTA, where there's like mini games and stuff like that.
Like, it gives you all these items, like you see on the minimap there is some markers, and like I'll go into this bar here, but it's just literally just a building that I can go into for whatever reason.
Okay.
But like maybe there's usually in any building you can go into, there's usually a collectible, and also some places are segregated, so you will be like, no, you need to get the fuck out of here, dog. So,
really?
Like, this says no color allowed, so if I go in, he's like, oh, you're trespassing, dude. The fuck, get the fuck out.
So like, well, if that, well, they call the police.
He will call the police if I keep coming around. But usually, if it is segregated like that, they usually leave a back door for you to actually get into.
Jimmy it.
Yeah, so this is the mini game. So basically, you try and get your green area as small as possible there, and in turn, that makes your green area in this one bigger.
Oh, okay.
And then, boom, pop that lock.
What can you do though once you get in here?
So there's just a collectible in here, and that's it. I could rob it as well if I wanted. I think you can hold up stores.
Like you're not collecting that.
I know, hit the wrong button.
Fuck you, record.
But yeah, that, like as I'm saying, like beyond collectibles and
BOOM! That's what you get for being racist, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Go on, you want something too?
No, it's colored.
Oh, okay.
The bloodlust is setting in there. Calm down.
So yeah, beyond like collectibles and stuff, the open world just seems like it's there, so it's not a constant string of missions.
Okay.
I also like that if you have an open top car, he will always jump into it.
Nice.
He never just opens the door to get in.
So you're gonna go do this next bit?
So I'll start the next racket here.
Depending how long it takes, we'll do about 10 minutes of it.
Or would you rather I go introduce a new character and we could see some more of the very nice cutscenes, I must say?
Sure, introduce a new character.
Alright, I'll go introduce the new character, because I also have this group up here, who is basically another contact I can start getting in contact with, called Burke.
Okay.
When you're doing the bank job, his son is actually the getaway driver, essentially.
Okay.
And he's obviously in the bar whenever the bar gets shut up. And that Burke character was the leader of the Irish mob, but is now just a drunk and has been usurped basically by the main, like the head of the mob.
So as you take over areas, is there any in-world differences? Like, so like say if you're in an area that hasn't been taken over yet, are there like roaming gangs of say enemies that will like be like, oh, that's that dude we're supposed to be killing?
Kind of. So you'll notice that obviously when I took over that racket, a bunch of Vito's guys moved in.
Yeah.
Like those guys will now stay there and hang around there.
Yeah.
But there's nothing really outside of the areas you actually directly take over like that. There's nothing really.
So like, there's not like Vito's guys driving around or anything?
No, you wouldn't really see that.
What is so like we saw a bit of the combat and stuff there when you were killing those guys. But what is it like? Is it GTA?
The gameplay is nothing out of the ordinary. I would say probably the best way to describe the gameplay is very familiar. Like you're not doing anything that any other game hasn't really done. But I don't think that's really at a detriment, because it's still fun enough to do. Maybe it'll drag on a bit. I'm about 10 to 12 hours in at the minute, I think. I've heard that's about halfway to a third of the way through the game. But apart from that, like, it's not bad by any means. I thought that might have been my turn off. It's not bad by any means, it's just very familiar. Like, this is not doing anything groundbreaking.
Is that ice on the thing, or is that
No,
just
I think it's
crappy
just
cement?
Yeah, I think it's crappy cement.
Nick, there was your turn off. Come on, the sign was right there. Oh, is that what's that on your mini-map? The wee blue thing?
That's a cop.
Oh.
The blue and the minimap are cops.
I thought it was a boat. I don't know why.
No, it's like, it's basically the on-foot symbol inversed, so it's a car. That means it's a car.
Alright. Oh, actually a question. What sort of vehicles are we talking about? Is it just cars?
Cars and boats.
Okay. Oh! Why could you not drive through
Those
those?
were rigid as fuck! It's cars
Fuck,
and,
they don't build them like they used to.
cars and
Fuck yeah.
boats, and they're all obviously quite time-appropriate cars and area-appropriate boats. They're like those fan boats you would see in, like, fucking Gator.
Yeah! Burt Russell.
That is not his name.
Burt Russell, no!
Oh god! Oh!
I have to admit, we have not seen... Oh shit, knock on wood. But we haven't seen any too bad a glitch.
No, but I was like, it's not overly glitchy. It's just the physics are kind of
Janky.
wonky.
Full on jank in the
Yeah.
glitch. Yeah, like that.
Irish pub.
Like that popped in a bit there.
Yeah.
The interior of that, I'll be honest, I noticed.
No protons.
Oh, we are not students.
Draft beer, not students.
The butcher sucks sausage.
Because I have seen online there is totally an Northern Irish flag with the crown crossed out and it says Traders on it.
Nice.
So this is Burke.
Been a while.
He look.
Clay.
Wow.
Jesus Christ on the cross. Now I've seen everything. Heard you were dead.
Been hearing that a lot.
I'll fuck do you want?
Yeah, so everyone actually does think you died in that attack on the Black Mob.
That's all.
Yeah.
I'm going after Marcano, his brothers, anyone else that's associated with
Because
it.
I think...
Why? You were in a bar. Use the fucking bathroom.
Yeah, I see it. Once we
So I think all these cutscenes are actually done very well. I think all the voice acting is very good.
to the rest of the city.
And I think there are some really fucking intense ones.
What's already?
Like the first one that happens after
And I'm not seeing much of it.
Lincoln wakes up from being shot in the head. He's like talking to the priest that you see at the beginning. And he's like, the lessons you taught me, they don't fucking apply to the real world. Like, you always said, oh, turn your cheek and walk away. That doesn't fucking work.
Marcano.
It's me. Unless Marcano's hanging around one of these dive bars. I don't think he has
The faces actually look pretty good in
Yeah.
the cutscenes, but
Rubber stones in the likes of you there are fucking up.
definitely, like, whenever we first kicked in here, I noticed Clay's face. Clay?
Lincoln Clay.
Lincoln Clay.
You're in your
Face in your apartment, and it didn't seem great. But the cutscenes, they do seem to look awesome.
I am playing this, I think, on mid to high settings. And it is capped, and the PC version does have its own things where it was originally capped at 30. I'm still playing it at 30, because I know we record at 30 anyway, so...
Yeah.
Oh, I need to convince him. Gotta drive like a madman. I'm good at that.
Why? Alright, okay. Oh shit. Oh fuck.
You were bragging about your stones, so I figured we'd take a little.
That is, you know what, I'll be honest, Nick, that's not a good Irish accent, but it is a great Northern Irish accent.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
He was a mechanic, so I assuming that is why it's also like, oh, drive like a madman.
Whoop!
Oh, I murdered that guy.
Well, that's pretty mad. I mean, you know, gonna drive like a madman, you might as well fucking kill it. Nick, you're not driving mad
I
enough!
know, what the fuck? Oh, no! Oh!
That's-
Collided with the pedestrian.
It's pretty bad! I mean, like... Nick, come on.
Fuck, alright, we're going off road hands.
This is literally what...
Oh.
This is literally a side quest from Saints Row. Come on.
I've never had to do one of these before. You can do them with the, you can find informants and do this to kind of persuade them.
Yeah. Whoop! Stand close. Get close to those. Just drive close along the lampposts and stuff. Thread the needle. Like, get on the opposite side of the road. That's what you need. Yeah. Yeah. Whee! maybe? Yeah, that's it, Nick.
Mad as fuck, Hans. Oh,
Nick, come on.
Oh,
Do it. It looks like there's a combo system to it as well.
yeah.
Just get the fuck, Nick. It's not that difficult to drive recklessly. Oh no, Nick!
Oh, not mad enough for you.
He did not give a. That guy did not give a fuck. Oh, Jeebus! Oh, his head hit the bonnet. He's gonna reverse over him.
That was far more brutal than I thought it was.
What does that down do?
It means I can pick him up.
Why would you want to do that?
Let's go.
No, why? Throw in front of the traffic.
I don't think you can throw it. You can just drop the body.
Ah, that sucks.
Oh, that was wrong.
No,
Nick. I thought I was playing FIFA and that was the sprint button.
That is very much not what that was.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine. Just rob a car.
So yeah, that'll be like, oh, witness saw me.
Which does it give you a highlight of which
Yeah,
one
that guy
witness
over
is? You mean the guy running like a...
No!
Nick, that is not... But neither... Will they not become witnesses now?
No, because I didn't kill him. I think it's only if you killed him.
Alright.
He's technically just knocked out.
Maybe that was...
That's a lot of cops over there.
Maybe that was his car. I like this that you have the rear view mirror
Yeah.
there,
But
actually.
actually, it's the rearview mirror. The detail in it's not great.
But that is forgivable for the fact it'd be literally like having the entire
Yeah.
world on it again.
I also like their in-world navigation thing. You see, they kind of appear as like street signs,
Yeah.
which I think is nice for the time period.
Yeah. I suppose it's a lot better than having GPS, I suppose. So those green ones...
These are friendless.
Okay. Are they all your green ones friendly, or is it like changed to purple for your...
No, I think all green ones are friendly. So I can see what Burke wants me to do. He'll probably... if it plays out anything like the other ones, chances are he'll just tell me, like, here are the rackets going on, go fuck them up. Oh, I can't climb over that. So yeah, I feel like this is another issue I kind of have a bit, where I feel like I should be able to jump up there and, like, hoof myself up, but the game just doesn't want me to.
Yeah, I mean, like, in a game that's third person, it's very much kind of like, even if it doesn't lead anywhere, why not just put in a jump button, you know what I mean? Like, I know, I hate bringing up this comparison, because I know, but it is the obvious comparison to make, you know, GTA, you can climb up on ledges like that, no bother. But I mean, GTA, like, GTA sets the standard for third-person sandbox games, or open-world games, especially in a gangster-esque genre. Like, I don't know, like... That would always be the bar to which every game that, like, you know, unless, and like, this game doesn't seem to do anything differently that Grand Theft Auto would do. Unlike, say, your Just Cause, which is solely, let's blow the fuck out of everything with the Great Destroyer. You know, that's different. That sets it apart. This doesn't seem to set anything apart thus far.
Barbieri.
Especially if they strip back the wanted system and stuff like that.
Fucking cunt. I can tell you.
That is not how you spell right. There is no E and a G in there.
Barbieri's running splow.
What?
Out of the sweet water.
You know what? Is he Irish? Because I don't even... Adios! What the fuck does splow mean?
White Mule,
Moonshine.
Allergen, Potchain.
Is that how you spell Potchain?
Yeah.
I thought it was Poochin.
No.
Christ, what kind of booze you people drink over there in
Kind is not called pain. Is
Racism, huh?
I mean,
Plenty of it.
at least
You
it
thought our show was bad.
at least it wasn't the N word.
from me. Smashes me knee all to hell.
So essentially, every person wants you to essentially like, okay, what do you want me to do? Break stuff. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Will do. No bother. I can do that.
I runs that old Robert O. Slaughterhouse.
Robert Durden Slaughterhouse.
More in there than cutting a leaf.
This is like. This is like if the FIFA's journey was set in the middle of Belfast. It is if the journey was based on Jodie Best instead of fucking Alex Cunt.
Yeah, so this seems to be the setup for all the areas where you go, you meet the guy you want to recruit, he tells you 2 rackets, like he just said, moonshine business and basically a cleaner. So, go take care of them to kind of disrupt their business.
This guy's a complete asshole though. I would give him fuck all if he was one of my
Well, his
lieutenants.
son just got murdered. His son was your getaway driver and included... He has a right to be pissed at you because you got his son involved.
You didn't fucking pull the fucking trigger there. Also, you're not Irish or Northern Irish. Fuck off.
Maybe he was doing the graffiti. No proletaires!
Nick.
Hans.
I have a wee question for you.
Oh, do you? Oh, I can get vehicle delivered now.
Awesome.
Let's do
If-
that. Let's see what that's like.
I was on the fence about Mafia 3. What would you say to me?
If you are on the fence about Mafia 3, I would say the game is very good at
Need some wheels. And Burke says you're the only
certain aspects of it, and there are middling aspects of it. The presentation is top notch. I think the game presents itself very well. Like, you drew up the GTA comparison. I feel like this outdoes GTA in certain aspects of its presentation. And the plot device, moving it forward, like that documentary style, is very good. The soundtrack is incredible. A lot of Credence, as I said. A lot of The Rolling Stone. You may have heard of them.
No.
However, there are issues, as I said. Like, the gameplay is nothing special. It is very much stuff that's been done before in other games. And currently, hopefully this gets fixed, but the game does have technical issues, like crashes. But overall, like, I wholly recommend this game. The presentation carries it so far that those gameplay things don't... You do a softer shell for women.
That's nice. But at the same time, I don't think she should be knocked out by that.
But yeah, the presentation goes so far that I think it kind of covers up some of the cracks in the gameplay. And when the gameplay does get it right, it is awesome. Like, there are parts, like as I said, that part where you're fighting through the amusement park is really well done, and it's awesome.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, you can see the difference, but Jesus Christ.
So yeah, I do think, like, there are issues, but I would wholly recommend Mafia 3. If you enjoy these types of open world games, and the setting has any form of, like, resonance with you, it's awesome. And I think there's enough there to look past the kind of average gameplay.
Yeah, I say, like, from what I hear, the story aspect is really, really strong. To the point where the narrative... Do you mind? Jesus Christ.
I love that quick jab, that's awesome.
Like, that narrative... Like, and the thing about GTA story was it was a character study. The narrative itself wasn't very good. The story itself, but it was the characters that kind of made it.
Yeah.
This definitely seems to be a more whole package where it's both... where it's both the story and the characters seem to be both very good.
Died in a weird place. I wanted his body.
So, yes, but like you said, the gameplay seems very paint by numbers.
Yeah.
There are other games, third world games that have come before this and done things better. So yeah, I have to admit, I am kind of on the fence on it. I think I'm definitely going to maybe leave it a bit until they kind of patch in some of the issues. Like, if it was just, funny, bye.
Damn it.
If it was just
I was
funny...
hoping for an alligator.
No. If it was just funny wee things, like, funny physics and stuff, and, like, glitches like that wouldn't have been an issue to me, but crashes and stuff, that's where I would kind of draw the line. If it's a crashing a lot, I wouldn't want that, because I don't want to replay some shit I've already played, like, 5 minutes ago! Whoa, sweetheart, that is not good. But Nick, thank you anyway.
No problem.
This is Mafia 3, currently on PC, Xbox One, and PS4.
I'm gonna keep throwing people in here until I get an alligator to appear.
Ranging from... what'd you get this for?
I believe I got this for £35.
So I'd say... Yeah, so I'd say ranging from 35 to probably 45, 50 pounds. Why do you want an alligator so bad, man?
Because this fucking alligator just comes and eats the motherfucker.
Yeah, but you're in the middle of the city, not really in the bayou.
They show up anywhere. I was in a dock that had a, like, bear. Whoa.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. That is not how that works.
Jesus, boat.
Hoverboat, Nick. It's a hoverboat. Right. We need to stop this before your computer shits itself.